Welcome back to my whiskey pick of the week. You know, I'm Eric the Whiskey Guy, and as always, as usual, and as expected, I'm bringing you a treat this week. This week is no different. If you noticed my last couple videos, I kind of been going down this little single barrel rabbit hole of varieties of bourbons, and this week I hope I do not disappoint. We're gonna keep the gravy train going, and we're gonna be trying for the first time the Knob Creek Single Barrel Select. And I haven't had Knob Creek in I want to say at least a good 4 or 5 years, but at one point it was like what I wanted to call like my top shelf type of bourbon, and I'm looking forward to see if it has that smooth Knob Creek taste to it. Now, Knob Creek, just to give you a little bit of background on it, it is a Jim Beam product, and Jim Beam, they got a few heavy hitters on their team. You got obviously Knob Creek, you also got Booker's, Baker's, as well as Basil Hayden. And Knob Creek is right up there with the best of them. Some people say that Knob Creek is better than Basil Hayden. Some people say Basil's better than Knob Creek. Some people say that the Knob Creek 18 is the best of the best. And you also got people that say that Booker's and Baker's is up there just along with them. So we'll see if this Knob Creek single barrel can hold up to the hype, the expectation that comes along with the Jim Beam product. Now, Jim Beam itself, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I do know they had and still do. They got some smart people that know their bourbons, that's in these distilleries from master distillers like Booker's and Basil Hayden. So they definitely know what they're doing up there in Kentucky. I believe it's in the Clermont area. Now, Knob Creek, it was introduced around 1992. The single barrel, they came out with that around 2010, so it's fairly new. It's been around like 14 years. Knob Creek as a whole is barreled for at least 9 years. The single barrel can go anywhere from 9 to 11, and it's not too many bottles that I had that I can really compare it to. If I just to think of one off top, if I had one to compare it to, I would probably say the closest thing that I've had to it so far would probably be the 1792 Full Proof. That one came in at like 125 proof. This one is at 120, but they're still in that same price range. You can get it on average for about $60. So on paper, I would say that it matches up with the 1792 Full Proof pretty much equally. So we'll see if it has that smooth, bold taste to it. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. It definitely has a dark tint to it, kind of like a rye, but it's not. Has a great smell to it. Doesn't have your classic Jim Beam smell to it. It's definitely a Knob Creek. Smells like the Knob Creek 9. Ooh, that one is packing a punch on it. Ooh, this is straight gas. At 120, this one is a little stronger. It's a little stronger than the 1792. It's a little stronger, but it got a great aftertaste to it. Usually, like when you like the Jim Beams, they kind of got that lingering aftertaste to it. It doesn't have that. It's definitely right where I will expect it. I give it a notch over the Knob Creek 9, so it kind of falls right in place where I expect it to be. The price for it to come in at $60 60 is a good price because this one, and I believe a lot of them that you're gonna find as far as a single barrel right now, is gonna be a store pick. So anytime you got a store pick, it's kind of, you never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like a mystery bottle. I've been getting lucky with my store picks, but I've been going to the same exact store every time, and they have not failed me. So you're kind of paying for the store pick kind of experience, because some cases it can be over expectations and sometimes it can be you're below expectations. But I haven't had a bad batch yet, and I just now really started getting on like the store picks. I wasn't really a big fan, or I really didn't know too much about it. I remember probably about 10 years ago, I used to go in the stores and see the signs, the little stickers, store pick, and I'm like, just because the employees say it's good, that don't mean I'm gonna try it. That's what I thought the store pick was, store pick of the week. But they actually go and they supposed to go individually or groups. They go and taste barrels, and the ones that they like, that's the ones they select for their stores. So this store, they always on point when it comes to that. It's the only place in my area that I go to get store picks, because I know it's going to be consistent, and again, they did not let me down. So as far as the Knob Creek single barrel, I give it a good 8.5. It's definitely up there. It's in a good price range, 60. I'm gonna put it up there as far as the taste and the quality, a little bit under the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I don't think it's quite yet there, but it's definitely on that. It's definitely on the same playing field for it. So this week we doing the Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Store Pick. That's a mouthful. I give it an 8.5. This is my pick of the week. We're gonna do it all again next week.